All right, what's up, you guys? I told you before I was going to have some people on here to discuss the canceling of the WWE DVDs. And right now I'm here with a special guest.
I'm Kelsey Evans, otherwise known as the star of Orange Glad on YouTube.
Yeah, so I assume you collect wrestling DVDs. That's why you're here.
Yes, a lot of time put into that, a lot of money, but I think it's worth it all in the end.
How many would you say you have?
I counted them out one time. I would think about, well, if I had a guess, so I got all the pay-per-views from like early 2000s. I want to say over 500.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is, but it's somewhere around there. I don't know. I counted it a couple years ago, and it was somewhere around 500. So, yeah, so we got this news before a few years ago that it was going to be canceled, and then a new deal ended up being made. Do you think that's the case this time, or do you think it's just done?
I think I was surprised they did it the first time and they brought it back. I think it is gonna be the last time this time because I don't think there's anything saving it this time. I was shocked they did it the first time, but then they brought it back. I don't really think they're gonna do it again this time.
Yeah, I was surprised they even brought him back because I was like, all right, this is done, because that's the first time we had heard that before. And the WWE DVD news site, they're always spot on. So I think this time it's over. I really do.
Sadly, it wasn't the first time when the very last DVD they released wasn't a WrestleMania 38, was it? When they announced it was the first time?
Yeah, Survivor Series 2022 was supposed to be the last one, and that would have been WrestleMania 38 before that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, yeah, I think it's over with, but there's always bootlegs. There's always these DVD groups everywhere. I was a part of a DVD group on Facebook at one point, and that's all people do in there is just, print their own covers, make the bootlegs. Would you buy bootlegs?
Yes, I actually have. Was it one of them I have is Fully Loaded? One of the ones I bought. I think it's Fully Loaded. I think that's the name of the pay-per-view. The one when The Rock and Chris Benoit went for the championship, for the WWF championship. I think it was Fully Loaded.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And what got you into collecting and when?
Well, okay, so I was at the store one day and we had just watched the Royal Rumble 2021 when Edge won it. So I wanted to get that on DVD. And then I was just like, well, if I buy this DVD, I might as well buy the ones that follow up. And I was like, well, I was just like, well, I'll just start getting everyone. Then I just kept buying them on eBay and everything. And I soon had myself a little collection. Then I compared the ones on the DVD to I think they're at the time WWE Network, and the quality on the DVD was better. So I kept on collecting. And I think that they censor things that they don't censor on the DVDs too.
Yeah, a lot of the DVDs have edits, censors, different cuts every now and then. But yeah, there's a lot of times the pay-per-view has different ads they obviously cut out. So yeah, the DVDs are kind of bare bones of the program. But yeah, and did you just start accumulating right just after that?
Yeah, rather so much than it was easy at first and then once I started having a ton, I kept finding repeats. I got pretty much every pay-per-view Besides, I have a few that was only released in other like in the UK or something. I got a couple of those. I usually don't collect them, but some of them I do. I got the elimination. There's an elimination chamber. I think when Ryback won. I can't tell you what year that was. I think
15?
that was I think that was a UK release, and
Yeah.
I ended up acquiring that one just for my collection.
I ended up finding that one in a random FYE.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I was like, because obviously you have to have that imported. So someone had it imported and then traded it into FYE. Because I'd never seen that one in stores other than that one time, and I think I got it for like $5. So
I think the other one is I don't know if it was a pay-per-view. It must have been something like it was called The Beast from the East. And it was Lesnar. It was a picture of Brock Lesnar on. I think it was also UK release. I haven't watched it yet because obviously I don't got a multi universal player, but I have the DVD, and I found that at one of my local used game stores, which I found a lot of them. At.
yeah, and I mean, there's always those game stores, Disc Replay. I don't think Suncoast is around anymore. Do you remember Suncoast?
I do not. What state are you from now?
I'm near Philly.
Oh, okay. I'm in Michigan.
Yeah. So I don't know if you had Suncoast out there, but FYE's
No.
still kicking, so you can still find them there.
Mhm.
I have one, and then thrift shops, pawn shops are a good place to find them. The pawn shops you can get, like, if you're lucky, you can find a $100 DVD for like $2.
That's true. Some of the WWF ones, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like some of the 2000 to 2002 ones. But so are you all caught up? Do you have every pay-per-view DVD?
Except for some of the newer ones, I have pretty much within the last year. I've been kind of slacking. I had a wedding I had to pay for, so I had to cut back on some of that. Obviously, that comes first before that, but I have to get caught up a little bit. But I have pretty much every. I even got as far as the big WrestleMania box set. I know you have the Vince McMahon signed one, I believe, right?
Yeah. I had one, and then I sold it to get a sealed one. So
okay. I mean, that's a good deal.
Yeah, Relaxing Ghost has the old one, so shout out to him. But is there any? I mean, kind of speaking of that one, are there any like holy grails you're still out there looking for?
There's one that I'm looking for, and I think you have it. I think that's how I found your channel. Was the pay-per-view when it was Hulk Hogan versus the Undertaker, and it's leaving my brown drawing a blank what pay-per-view that was.
Judgment Day?
Judgment Day was it 2002?
Yeah. Yep.
That is the one I wanted to buy it so badly, but I haven't had a chance. But I mean, it goes for a lot of money, and I think that was when they were changing over from the WWF to the WWE, and I think that was like a mail-in thing or something from the magazine or something like that. And it's very, very hard to find. I know you have it, right?
Yeah, I'm not proud of how much I paid for it. Like, that was a long time ago now, like 7 years ago. But I was gonna say you can just go on eBay and drop $200 for it if you really want it. Yeah, stupid amounts. That and Vengeance 01. Vengeance 01 I just saw recently at Disc Replay for $100. So, or not 01, 02. That was the other Shop Zone.
We have Disc Replays here. I don't know if I have Vengeance 01.
Yeah, I don't have any Disc Replays, but I was in Chicago a few weeks ago, and they had one there. I didn't end up filming anything there. I didn't get anything either. I just wanted to go to a Disc Replay. So, what other shops do you have around you? Do you have Second Spin?
No, I talk about like used game stores and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some like family-owned ones, and then there's some smaller chain ones.
For us, we have something called Media Reload. It's there's a couple in our area. It's becoming really big here. They sell things on the cheap, where some of the other ones they don't. That's where I bought a lot of. That's where I buy a lot of my wrestling DVDs. They know when I'm coming in. They're like, "Oh, we got some new wrestling DVDs for you." And I bought. It's kind of funny because I bought. You know the big Royal Rumble set?
Yeah.
Okay, so I paid for that back in whenever I remember specifically, I was camping with my wife. We went camping, and then I remember ordering that during that trip. It was in 2021. Whenever Roman Reigns and John Cena were going at it in the Money in the Bank, or I think SummerSlam. And I bought that for over $200, and I got it cheap. Like I got it knocked down to $200, and then like a couple years later, I see it at the Media Reload. They're selling it for like $50, and I was just like, man, that's really cheap. I was like, I wish I wouldn't have like bought all that, but it was like 2 years later, so.
Yeah, I remember when that thing first came out. That and the SummerSlam one. I think the price was like $240 they wanted for it. Like retail $240, $250, and now I saw the Rumble anthology as cheap as $30
Okay.
at like an FYE, and the one I got was around 30, and it's all smoke damaged. It smells like goddamn cigarette smoke and whatever. It was 30 some bucks.
Okay.
So do you do DVD reviews? What do you do on your channel?
Oh, I do a bunch of things. I do DVD reviews. I also am a vlogger. Let's see. I just do a lot of different things. I do shorts. I'm about to hit the 40,000 K mark soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been on YouTube for about 8 years, and just within the last year, it's been getting better for me. I do DVD reviews. I just did one recently, the Jetsons. You ever heard of the Jetsons? The Jetsons?
Yeah.
The Jetsons movie. I review that on my channel, the DVD. I don't do too many DVD reviews, but when I do it. I do amusement park vlogs. I'm a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I'll put your YouTube link in the description down below. Okay. If anyone wants to go check them out. But I gotta ask, just because it's kind of the big thing, what's your thoughts on CM Punk returning?
I mean, if as much as I want to see CM Punk, I mean, I love CM Punk, but I still like, as with the Royal Rumble is getting me nervous coming up, because I have a feeling that Punk's gonna win that. I think that Cody Rhodes should win it. I feel like I mean, that one's a tough call because I like CM Punk, but it feels like he's like jumping from sport to sport, and he likes brand to brand.
Here's my official prediction. I have not read much. I've really not paid as much attention as most people do. I'm going to say Punk wins the Rumble, Cody wins the Chamber match. They both win the belts. There you go. I think that's where we're heading. CM Punk will get his WrestleMania main event. He's always wanted. Yeah, it's kind of like a bizarro world we're living in. Like, I figured he would show up at Survivor Series. I'm like, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just odd seeing him around, and he's all happy and positive about it. I don't know. I guess money talks.
It's been, what, 10 years? About 10
And
years.
yeah, almost 10 years coming up. I think January 14 was it. So
Wasn't it the last appearance was in the Royal Rumble?
yeah, and then 10 years later, he's probably gonna win the damn thing.
Yeah. Who won it? That was that the year Batista won it.
Yep.
Batista wins the Rumble.
Yeah, good stuff. But before we head out, what's your relationship with wrestling? Like, what role has it played in your life?
I mean, it's a lot. It means a lot to me. I mean, I'm not up to date. I check in with AEW because my favorite wrestler of all time, Bryan Danielson's in it. But WWE has been playing has a big part of my life. I try, as I said, I watch all the DVDs, and then when the pay-per-views are on, I try to take the day off if my work allows me. Usually, the main ones I take off are SummerSlam, Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania, of course. Um, a big part, but I try to watch as much as I can, but working a lot and having a wife, it's kind of hard sometimes.
Get it, man. Life happens. And you ever been to WrestleMania?
I have not.
No Detroit shows?
I went to a house show. It was a Summer Cena a couple years ago. When John Cena and who was tag Dominic and Rey Mysterio versus the Usos and Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns kind of just stood there and didn't do anything the entire match, it was just the Usos versus John Cena and Dominic and Rey. And I remember Roman Reigns not doing anything. I remember him just standing there on the apron. That was a fun show, though. My wife bought me tickets for my birthday.
Cool. Well, before we head out, where all can we find you, my friend?
What was that?
Where can we find you, my friend, before we head out?
Oh, on my YouTube channel, Orange Glad.
Yep. And that link will be in the description. I do plan on having some more people on. Relaxing Ghost, I'm calling you out. We got to do something. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts down below. For now, peace out.